Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, Facebook. This is your girl, T. Renee, and we are at day 3 of my Facebook 30-day live challenge. Today, we are going to be talking about living in your truth and what that means and what you should do and how you should go about living in your truth. If you are catching the replay, you can go to my page, facebook.com/3kingsmom, and catch day 1 and day 2. Day 1 was on getting to know me, so the viewers were able to ask me any questions, and I was answering those questions. And then day 2 was, what was day 2 about? Oh my gosh, I just drew a blank. Anyway, go to my page and you can check out all the replay of my videos. Also, starting next Friday, I will be going live on Periscope at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be doing our Freedom Friday segment where we'll be talking about getting free from those things that are keeping you bound. Hey Charmaine, what's up, boo? So this is again day 3 of my 30-day Facebook live challenge, and today I'm going to be talking about living in your truth. So what does living in your truth to me, what does that mean? To me, that means being secure in your decisions. That means being unapologetic for how you are living your life. That means not living your life with any regrets. And that also means being open to changing whatever that truth may be if it is detrimental to your life. So let's say, for example, and this is no shade to anyone, but let's say, for instance, you smoke cigarettes. Now, even on your pack of cigarettes, the Surgeon General tells you, they have a warning label on there that smoking cigarettes can cause cancer and all these other type of risks. So you, as an adult, still have the choice to pick up that pack of cigarette and take that cigarette out and smoke it, knowing full well of those consequences. So now those people that don't smoke cigarettes, there's no need for you to be offended. There's no need for you to feel disrespected by someone who smokes cigarettes. Why? Because that is their truth. Granted, we don't want cigarette smoke, while we're eating around us. I don't like it around me at all. However, if I'm somewhere and I'm in public and somebody is smoking a cigarette, I don't get bothered by that anymore. I just move away from them if I'm able to, so that way I'm not inhaling the secondhand smoke. But I don't, make a big deal out of it. Why? Because that's their truth. It's not mine. That's theirs. And that's theirs for them to do with it whatever they want. I live in my truth as a non-smoker, and then I choose to, walk away from that situation. So in life, we have all of these different things, and, we are a generation now of condemning, or publicly shaming people for what their truths are and for what they choose to do with their lives. And it's, kind of gotten to the point, especially now with the age of social media, that, people are being really hurt because of their truth. And so, again, who are we to say what one person can and cannot do? Granted, we all have our own, moral spectrum. And there are certain things that other people may do that is off of our radar, and vice versa. However, you have yours and they have theirs. So, if something doesn't agree, it's just that. It just doesn't agree. What you may be into, I may not, and I can, choose not to be around you while you're doing said thing if it is, bothering me that much, or I can just, not even worry about it, because again, it's not my truth. It's not for me to be the one to tell you what you can and cannot do with your life. Now, the difference in that is, as far as your children are concerned, that's a whole, different ball game. Of course, while you are providing their care, in those ages 0 to 18, then yeah, you are somewhat responsible for what, truth they live in that current time. However, by the time they're about 13, they're starting to define what their truth is. By the time they're 16, they may be living in whatever that truth is. So we have to be mindful of the fact that, everyone comes into this world with their own mind, their own feelings, their own, moral spectrum. So we have to be prepared to handle those things. We have to know that it's okay if somebody doesn't like chicken and you do. It's okay if somebody decides to become a vegan and you're not. You don't have the right to make them feel bad about their choices, because again, that's their truth and that's what they have decided is best for their life, and you need to worry about what you're doing with your own life. Now again, if those truths, those things that you decide to take on, then you need to make sure that you're okay with whatever consequences come from that decision. Because anything that we choose to do in life, there is a cause and there's effect. There is a reaction to every action. So, we have to also get ourselves in gear and know that there are going to be some backlash for things that we decide to do. Like, I remember when pretty much each time that I got pregnant, I received a lot of backlash, for various reasons. I wasn't married. I already had a kid. Why are you having another one? And so on and so on. But again, that was my truth and that was my choice. And so I had to deal with that. Did it always feel good? No. But was it mine to make? Yes, it was my body. It was, me having to take care of those kids, and even, from the people that gave me help. It was still on me. It wasn't, for anyone to take the responsibility for my actions. And I think that's what we do a lot of times, is that we take on the responsibility for someone else's actions when we shouldn't do that. And so we cause ourselves unnecessary stress and anguish and frustration and anger and all these negative emotions when we don't have to in the first place. Like, I'm not about to lose sleep over you and what you're doing. Again, if that situation is, harmful to you, then yes, I'm going to have some concern, and I may say a prayer for you, and I may try, if I am given the opportunity, to give you some words of advice. However, I am not going to take on that responsibility because it's not mine. It's yours. Hi, George. Hi, Whitley. So again, be sure that you are focusing on what your truth is, and that you are holding your head high up in that truth. If you decide that you want to quit your job and you want to start a business, that's your truth. Live in it. Live in it wholeheartedly. Don't let anyone make you doubt your decision. Make sure that you've thought it through. Even if you decide to just go on a whim and take that leap, it's your truth. And it's for you to decide when that thing is going to be beneficial for you or when it's going to be detrimental to you. Don't continue to allow people to pour negativity into your truth. It's yours. And, you can sit all day and beat your head upside a wall, worrying about what other people think about what you're doing with your life. If I did that, I wouldn't be doing half of the things that I'm doing right now, because, people have always told me, oh, you're doing too much. You always got something going on. You doing this, you doing that. When you're going to sit down, you need to slow down. You need to focus on one thing. But I can't. I don't know. It's just in me. Right. That's my truth. My truth is that I don't feel I don't even feel half of a person if I'm only doing one thing. Like, I feel like I'm being lazy. So I have to have at least 2 to 3 things going on in my life so that I feel like I'm giving my all to, my dreams and my goals, and I'm setting up things for my children, Hey, Kita Boo. So that's my truth. And for a while, I used to let people, keep me bound, and I wasn't living fully into what I wanted to do. And, so I went through all these different emotions, and I was doing things because, okay, well, maybe they'll be okay if I did this, and maybe they'll be okay if I did that. But I wasn't happy. So now I live in my truth. Now comes to the realization of, sometimes some of the things that I'm doing, it's like, oh my God, I feel like I'm all over the place. So when I feel like that, not when my mama says that or my sisters or anybody else, when I feel like that, then I stop and I take a break and I reevaluate what I have going on, and then make sure that I'm not overextending myself, because I still need to worry about my health. I still need to worry about, my body and what I'm doing. Hey, Rochelle, to make sure that I'm healthy enough to get all of these things done. So, but I don't anymore. I don't allow anyone to knock me off my track. I live fully in my truth. I live fully in the truth that, yes, I was once a single mother. I'm not anymore. That's my truth. My truth is that my children are, lucky to have their fathers in their lives and they take care of them. That's my truth. I live in that. I don't try to be something that I'm not. I don't try to put on like I'm doing something that I'm not, So I just want to encourage all of you, whatever your truth is, whatever you decide that you want for your life, whatever you decide that you want to do, whatever goal or dream that you are afraid of doing because you're worried about what other people are going to say. Cut that out. Go ahead and live in your truth today. Stand in that. Write it out. Everything that you want to accomplish, write out what it's going to take for you to get that done, and then do it. The time is now for us to stop living in fear and to start living in our truth. Because if we don't, we're going to be like the thousands and thousands of millionaires that are laying in the grave or cremated somewhere, and they never lived in their truth. So they died not fully living to their potential. And I don't want to see that happen to anyone else. So today, make a pact with yourself that you are going to live in your truth, and you are going to work hard to make your dreams and your goals happen. This is your girl, T. Renee. I am your author. I am your mom. I am your life coach. I am your chef, T. Renee. And I will be here every day for the next 27 days, because this is day 3, with my 30-day Facebook Live challenge. I enjoy sharing with you all, and I hope that you are getting something from what I'm sharing. So once again, catch me tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will probably have a little more fun tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. If you're catching the replay, leave any comments, questions that you may have, and I will be sure to answer them later. All right, y'all, I'm out. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.